UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return.
On the double. Longer. In blue. In blue.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Bruins will hustle to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Bringing the heat. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Marshall. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Carr. Grabbed over the middle, it's Courtney. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. grab behind the line. It's Williams. On the move at the 30. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Get set, get set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
They'll run play action. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bruin! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Get it out on the screen. Purdy on the Jets. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Off the play fake. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, UCLA! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give out of the gun. It's a running room. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lay.
There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
At the 4-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. UCLA 21, Notre Dame 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finding an escape route. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They send the tight end in motion. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's going to fire deep. He's got it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Bruins in the hurry up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their heads. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. It's a seam wide open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The offense changing the play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after it.
Looking to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. You know, the numbers for Notre Dame receivers aren't always prolific, but you think of Tim Brown, Rocket Ismail, Jeff Samardzija. They've had a lot of tremendous receivers. This guy fits right in that category.
Yeah, and when you think about those guys in Notre Dame history, those are all guys that you throw it near him, they're going to catch it. And he seems to come up with the ball when it comes near him. I'm going to feature him. He's going to be the guy that I'm going to go after, because I know if it's him on somebody else, if it's a 50-50 ball, it ain't 50-50 anymore. He's going to come down with it, and I trust him.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Just keeps slinging it. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over the Groupers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for space. It's Thomas. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. After 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Fires to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, UCLA! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab on the shot. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Might as well stick with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Bruins will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route.
Easy. Pilot.
They'll try the toss to the left. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And the Bruins are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
The Bruins need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Only a dozen Domers have cracked the 2,000-yard mark in receiving in a career. This guy might be the one to get to number 13.
I would say he's pretty good then. If he's putting up those type of numbers and being mentioned with...
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Complete in the middle. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab on the left. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for a deep man. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. To throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
At the 31-yard line. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. UCLA 41, Notre Dame 24.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They just keep firing. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep. He's got it for a big play. Turning it on. Couldn't couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Third down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on first and goal.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's #2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava, floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll run the screen. He's loose. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. He might want another play.
And a first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moving out of the pocket. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. He wants it all. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. He's taking a deep shot. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT. And
he wants to go deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Wide out trying to get it in. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Off-play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Carr. Setting up the screen. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
And he throws another interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Fires to the middle. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but It sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.